Transgender discrimination is something that I personally have never experienced, and I honestly did not know a lot about transgender discrimination until I did some research and read some articles on this. Transgender discrimination is something that is very harsh, and these people experience it in all areas of their lives. Most of the time, these people are well prepared for life. They have an education and they're prepared for employment and to do well in life. But due to the transgender discrimination, for whatever reason, the employer will let them go. The landlord may not rent to them. The police can even harass them for these things. They may be made fun of or shunned or alienated. And even the doctors in healthcare fields, a lot of times the transgenders will not go and for a checkup and proper health care due to the fear of being discriminated against. Think about it. If you fill out an application nowadays, on the application or any type of paperwork, the only options are male or female for you to mark for your gender. You're either male or female, or on some applications and just not answer that question, but nowhere on there is transgender an option. So if you are one of those people, imagine how it would feel if you were filling out that application and you basically you were not on there. Your gender is not a part of that, so you have to just fill out the application, but you're not acknowledged. In other words, transgenders are, discriminated against in work, a lot of times in employment, and it's hard for them to keep employment. They have a higher unemployment rate than people that are less educated but are of male or female gender. They count themselves as male or female gender. As of today, there's no legislature or plan for any anti-discrimination laws to protect the transgender population. It has been suggested that Title VII, the definition of sex, meaning male or female, that should be expanded to include transgender. This would provide immediate relief to some of these people, to the transgender population. For one, they would be acknowledged and accepted and would not feel so alienated in life. It would alleviate many hurdles for them. They would, as I mentioned before, be accepted for one. There's been several people that are well known come out in the news within recent years, and one of those is Steve Stanton. He was in the news a few years ago, and that was, he came out as transgender. Another one is Mike Penner. He's an LA sports columnist, and he came out, told the public that he was going to be undergoing sexual reassignment. In other words, Mike was going to become a female, or his gender was going to be female. 2020 also did an hour-long show on transgender children. They select a few transgender children and did an hour-long show on them to try to help understand the transgender population, be understood in a better way, and just to understand where it comes from and what it is, and maybe what the confusion about that is. Transgender people feel they don't belong. They don't belong to they don't belong to a defined group. They just they're not on the paperwork. When you see them, they appear to be mixed up a lot of times, and maybe, just maybe, it's that we don't understand them. Maybe they understand them, but we don't understand them. So if you, I've never, as I mentioned before, I've never experienced this type of discrimination. I've never discriminated against someone for this, but I've never experienced this type of discrimination. So hopefully, if you have experienced this type of discrimination, and if you have not and you see it going on, hopefully you will not condone it, and for sure you will not be a part of it. Thank you.